Hi guys, welcome back to Seat 4. I'm Lauren.
I'm Billy.
And I'm Christie, and this is the podcast where we talk all things that normally stay in the group chat.
On today's episode, we discuss what we've done this week.
Christie's baptism.
My year anniversary of living with my boyfriend.
And a confession from a girl who's saying that her friends think she acts differently around them compared to her boyfriends.
All the tea.
We have got very exciting news to share.
I put on £5 for my holiday!
Lauren's finally back, guys.
Yes, welcome back, Lauren.
News.
Well, welcome back, first of all.
Yeah.
Yes, how was your holiday?
It was Lushington Stanley. But it was cloudy 2 of the days, and I have a fucking obsession with the weather like no other person.
Yeah, you're a weather
and
witch.
To be away with me on holiday when the sun isn't shining, on using my annual leave to be in a different country, I've gotten a whole plane to get there, and you want to put clouds in the sky, you don't want to have my wrath.
No, you don't want to be near Lauren on a stormy day.
You literally.
Storm Lauren.
Literally. But yeah, other than that, it was a really gorgeous,
It looked so
gorgeous
stunning.
time.
I bet.
But yeah, otherwise, what have I missed?
What have you missed? What are you guys celebrating?
Oh
first
my
and
gosh.
Foremost?
Yes. After many weeks of trying, we can finally say
We've got Sabrina Carpenter tickets!
And here's me thinking,
People our age getting a house,
Yeah.
having a baby, getting engaged.
Getting a dog.
We've just spent like half of my rent on fucking Sabrina Carpenter tickets.
a half your rent.
oh, wow.
Yeah, baby, I'm fucking
Wow,
subletting now.
your rent prices are cheap.
It's like me.
It's scary though because it's not through Ticketmaster and it's through
Really, this
Go.
boring stuff.
No, it's actually stressing me out. Like,
Go
are you not
for it.
scared?
I'm terrified.
Terrified. Sorry, I have to bring the mood down a little bit because I
Yeah.
have seen so many videos of people going to Taylor Swift like, here's my ticket.
Nothing more embarrassing.
Nothing more humbling.
Turning up with my bejeweled costume and getting turned away at the seams.
With love hearts in where my nipples are.
Love hearts, and yes.
Guys, you see how my face is right now? It's the same way my face was when they both like screamed in the office. And I was like, what the heck happened?
I
Like,
haven't jumped for joy since I was, let's say, 12.
that's crazy.
I didn't know I could jump anymore.
And then when you guys told me it was Sabrina Carpenter,
Not Sabrina
not
Rodrigo.
Sabrina Rodrigo, I was like, who the heck is she? Who are you guys going to see? Because I was so confused.
All you need is a face to a name sometimes.
Yeah. I feel like you guys are going to have so much fun.
We're having
At a
the best
concert.
time ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we get in.
No, you guys will. Come on, positive thing.
Yeah,
you guys will get in.
We will get
That
in.
celebration
I'm gonna get
needs to
invited
be-
on stage.
I know.
Okay.
They'll be like, oh my God, Sabrina's ill tonight. Would you mind stepping in? I'll be like, oh, okay.
Get the wig out.
The 6-foot version of the Polly Pocket.
Short and sweet. All right, this is fucking 6 foot.
Tall and loud.
Yeah, what else did I miss? Did we want to talk about?
Yeah. Your big news from last week.
My big news.
Your big
Are
news.
you celebrating a lot more?
Yeah, a lot more important than what we're
No, but
celebrating.
that's so important because it's still like a celebration of life. I got baptised last week. Was it last week? So
Yeah.
it's been a week of baptism and it's been the best week ever.
What has
That's
it
incredible.
entailed?
Do you know what? It just entails on just dedicating your life to like your faith. Oh, Christ, I'm Christian.
Yeah.
And honestly, just like living a very like, not carefree, but like a self-centered life that, you know, you're doing good, you're following the walks of Christ and just being a good person overall. And I feel like it came at the right time because Lauren, you know, I was in the pits of the pits. I was in the pits of depression, but now I'm jolly and
You found the
good.
light.
I
You
found- there
do
go.
have a new light about you.
do.
A new air of.
Your aura levels have like gone up loads.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks God.
You feel good in yourself.
Yeah, I
what was
do.
the whole experience like? Like when did you decide you were going to be baptized versus how quick did it all come out?
Wow. I decided earlier this year, I think February, but I was just like, yeah, I'll get baptized. Didn't think anything of it. And then the trials and tribulations. I feel like when you decide to do something like that's really, really good and really like, you know,
Yeah.
above you, a lot of things try to get in the way. And I do feel like the past couple of weeks, I've been in my head, living in my
Yeah.
head. 30's around the corner. I was thinking, oh my God, you know, I'm becoming an adult. I haven't done X, Y, Z. So it's all then kind of like, you know, them things where you're thinking, I haven't done so much in my 20s and you're starting to kind of like talk down on yourself. So I had a very down, bad period, and I feel like it affected
Christie.
everything else. But guys, I'm good now.
You're
though.
good.
And then once I was dunked in that water,
I watched the video, and I always imagine like the only christenings I've ever been to is like young baby ones, and they kind of pour the water on. You are getting fully submerged. I was like, I want to go.
I came out, I was like, yeah,
I
I'm a new
loved
person.
it. It was like completely changed what like my perspective,
idea of
of what a baptism
yeah.
is. It looked so fun, and like you could just tell like the energy in the room was like
electric.
Yeah.
And I got like a prophetic word, guys.
What's
so basically,
that?
it's like you see, you go to psychics and they tell you you're gonna do this, that. So basically, we get a prophetic word where they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna share what it is because if it happens, I'll be so excited."
Oh, okay.
But it's like, you know, you're this person. You should be like, you should be more confident in yourself, and like it literally kind of sticks with you. So it's like, okay, this is the first thing that you hear after you get baptized. So it's like, okay, cool. I've got something.
Is it different for every person?
Yeah, completely different for every person.
Who's saying that?
The pastor.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, you're going to be this, you're going to be that, you're going to do this. I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, I am that person. I can do that.
I love
gorgeous.
that.
So, yeah.
That's really nice.
Like affirmations. Yeah, kind of.
Kind of, yeah,
Yeah.
kind of. You can take it as an affirmation, but it's just starting to like, not idolize or hold on to, but kind of like just remember that, you know what, you're
Guide
here for
you.
a bigger purpose and guide you, yeah.
That's so
So
cool.
I'm excited about this new journey.
Good for you, Christie. I love
Christie's
that.
back!
Christie's back and
Yeah.
better than ever.
Purr. Thank you,
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah. I've got something else to bring
Yes,
up.
you do.
I do. So I've got something that's been keeping me up at night.
What?
Last Friday, we went for a couple of drinks after work, and I had the absolute pleasure of meeting producer Bobby's boyfriend for the first time.
Ooh.
Who we have been discussing at length for quite a while, so I feel like it's really amped up. Like my boyfriend came along, her boyfriend's there
My
as well. There is a
boyfriend
group of
was
us as well.
obviously not there.
Jonathan Bailey was busy that night. And anyway, there's something about Bobby's boyfriend's name that I've been absolutely obsessed with for quite a while now.
Okay.
It just simply rolls off the tongue, and I won't say this online. I won't say the whole name online, but let's just say it scratches the itch in your brain, just as if like Paul Blart Mall Cop. Paul Blart Mall Cop.
This is such a niche.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but his name is something similar to that. But anyway, the night goes on, and I keep calling him the wrong fucking name, even though I have had an absolute fixation on Bobby's boyfriend's name for months now.
Oh my gosh.
But I get to the end of the night, I'm like, okay, bye bye Ovi, Ovi. Oh, Ovi, it's been so nice to meet you. Spoiler alert, his name's fucking Obi. And it's like, you know when you fucking cringe when someone's just turned to you? It's
With a V?
with an E. That's our neighbour's name, our old neighbour's name, who's obsessed with our cat. And I don't know, but it's annoying because I've been obsessed with it for so long. Anyway, I get in the car on the way home on the taxi, and I'm speaking to Cam, and we're having a debrief. Billy's there as well. Mindlessly looking out the window. And I turned to Cam and I was like, oh God, how embarrassing. I kept on calling Bobby's boyfriend the wrong name. And he was like, you're fucking joking me, because I kept calling your other friend, Bobby's housemate, other friend, Darcy the whole night as well. We probably look like that with one brain cell each. Calling
I think I was
Obi
doing the same thing, and I like it happens to me all the time. Like when
so
I first met
embarrassing.
your flatmate, I think I called him every name apart from his real name. I was like, oh, it's lovely to meet Tom, Jack, John.
It's a hard one though, because he is known by his second name by all the friends. So like, it's just really.
It sounds nothing like any of the
Throwing
names.
anything that we'll see what
I was just
sticks.
like, Graham, no.
And it's a funny thing you do where you like quietly go quiet at the end of the sentence, just so they haven't really caught on that you don't know their name.
My thing now is that, like, and I'm going to out myself, but if I don't know someone's name, I'll just be like, you right, darling?
Hey, babes.
Hi, hon. Oh, come on, doll. Like, just
Or you try and get the other person to say that person's name.
Yeah.
So I think, oh my God, sorry, but I was out at the theatres the other day and I went with my friend, and one of my other friends were there as well. So we're having a conversation. I've totally forgotten her name. In my head, I'm thinking, is it her name's Davina? Is her name Rihanna? Is it her sister's name? Was her name? I didn't quite know. And obviously my friend came, he was running late.
Was you with Davina McCall and Rihanna?
Wow.
I know, right?
threesome.
And then my friend came. I'm so sorry, girl, but my friend came, and I was like, okay, cool, Manny, meet.
Oh God.
I was just like, this is Manny, and then I wanted her to say her name, but she didn't. So the rest of the night, I was like, what is actually her name?
Yeah.
Got
How'd you do
home,
it?
and then she messaged me. I was like, oh, sugar, it's Davina.
it's quite a good one. It's like, how did you guys meet again? And then you're hoping in the fucking
Yeah.
the date. Well, so.
But nobody was woke enough to be like, yeah,
What?
I'm this,
Yeah,
I'm that.
I need some like how can you get someone to say their name without asking them for their name?
Fuck, it's a hard
How
one.
do you spell your name again?
That's
I mean-
it.
Is that obvious?
That's so obvious.
Billy.
Tom.
Or like, what's the meaning of your name?
Yeah. How'd you get your
no.
name?
But did he bring it up?
No, I don't remember.
Thank God.
We're going about your 1 year anniversary.
Oh yeah, so
Congratulations,
Thank
Lauren! What is Lauren celebrating, guys? Why are we clapping?
So it's been a year since I moved into my boyfriend's house after 9 months of knowing him.
Wow.
I think that actually that's quite cute.
I think it's cute as well. I've had absolutely no issues. If I'm being completely honest, it was because of the London rental crisis. Like, I got back from traveling and I was looking for a room and it was over £1,000 for little old me, and I just couldn't afford that. And I was just there having a couple mental breakdowns. So I was just living out of a suitcase and all the rest of my stuff was in storage. Very boring conversation. And it was so bad as well. When I came back from traveling, all I had was like bikinis and like things that had been washed in a Thai
That's
laundry.
why I asked you to move in.
Yeah.
You were out of the bikini.
But sorry for
But
me.
how was that? Like, how?
You don't want to see that.
Who asked who?
I don't think it was really asked. I think he just felt incredibly sorry for me. Like I just was there and I could not find anywhere to live, and I kept saying that I was gonna live under Hackney Central Bridge if I couldn't find anywhere to live,
But I think
or someone's garden.
In a shed at the back.
a little cat house. I think it's so common though, like as we get older, that when you know, and like it just feels natural to move in. Like Molly bought a house with her boyfriend after like
That's a slay.
similar amount of time. I think.
9 months.
I think 9 months. Was
Like,
it a
you
year?
never knew this person. In your life.
Never knew this person, but like it's weird, like the sense of like comfortability, is that
Yeah.
word? Comfort, knowing someone for that amount of time. And also I hadn't spent that much time with him. I'd met him for a month before traveling, gone traveling, saw each other about 4 times over that period, came back, and then I was like, okay, I'll sleep in the same bed with you for the rest of my life now then.
Oh my days. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Taking risks.
But I have a controversial hot take, and I honestly think that living with a man as a girl is the easiest living situation
really?
I have ever encountered.
Really?
Living with a gay man, living with 2 boys is so easy compared to living with girls.
Why?
I think just guys are so much more upfront about if there's issues in the house. I feel like with girls we're a lot more like pussyfooting around or like passive aggressive message on WhatsApp. But with these boys, they'll just say it up front and then we'll get it sorted, and there's no like animosity behind it. I don't have to worry that like he's going to be talking about me not doing the washing up to his friends.
No. It's
Picture them
true.
together. Like, oh, I can't believe she did fucking dust again.
It's giving me back in the day of uni accommodation. Uni. I used to be the head tenant.
Yeah.
So all the time, guys, the bills are coming out. Message the group. Guys,
that's long.
I hated doing that. Like I hated it. But then it's one of them ones. If you don't do it, no one else will. And I'm the type of person. I like things organised.
Yeah.
So we need
Also,
to get it done.
How many people were you living with at that point?
The most I would say 4, so 5 in total.
5 in total.
Crazy.
Were they boys or girls?
All girls.
Oh, okay.
The
How did you
worst.
find that?
The worst. I feel like females in general are the worst people. Like I went to a all-girls school. My sister drives me up the wall. I love you though, but you drive me off the wall, and it's just too many emotions to deal with.
True.
So much hormones. Like everybody's going, I'm on my period. Oh, I'm angry today. Oh, don't talk to me. It's just like, yo, get it together.
And the things like the blue jobs, the bins, when you've got a house of 6 girls.
I
chuff is
used to
doing
be
that.
the one that, because I like peace, not problems. So
Yeah.
I'd be like, you know what, let me just do it. But maybe that's me, shooting myself in the foot, because once you do something, ain't nobody else doing it.
Yeah. I'll tell you, the only thing I do miss about living with girls, the thing with boys is that there is no urgency when the toilet paper runs out. So the amount of times I will go sit in the toilet and I'll look to my right and I'll tell you what is next to me. What? A pack of multi-surface kitchen wipes, lemon scented flavoured, that they're using to wipe their ass.
That's so
You think I'm putting that on my coochie? And this has happened numerous times. numerous
that
times.
is horrible.
They contain bleach.
You're not allowed to put that down there. I
don't think they
or even
do.
behind there. They do.
Better ones don't contain bleach.
I mean, it's
Antibacterial is actually really good for you.
No.
Well, I'm not putting that anywhere near my holes.
not good for you. Not good for the holes. Keep away from the holes. But they don't contain bleach. Someone else said that to me recently. That,
But you're just not allowed to put anything scented or fragrant.
No.
down.
I know that. Sorry, I'm going off topic.
Yeah, but that's for the kitchen, not
Yeah.
for my asshole.
Very true.
Does it not sting? Sorry, we're going into our.
Apparently not, because they've done this several times.
I also wouldn't do that. Sorry, but I don't know why I'm trying to defend them.
I do see people on TikTok having Dettol baths. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
I've never heard of that
Have you
until...
not? It's the best bath ever.
Really?
Warm water, you pour the Dettol in. What a Dettol bath, you come out clean.
But is it for the bath to be washed on me?
for you,
You.
it's like
Dettol's not bleaching or anything
not-
like that
no,
or
no, no.
harmful. It's like just antibacterial. So it just
it's really
kills
good for
bacteria.
your
What
skin. Yeah,
the
man.
fuck?
Probably dry you out like fuck
There's
though.
no way, yeah, I'd come out blotchy as fuck.
No.
No, it actually works like this. It's actually good for your skin. Yeah.
If I even go from 1-ply toilet paper to... two-ply toilet paper to
I will
1-ply...
say though, Lom, the one thing I've noticed about living, not to throw you under the bus, we definitely got through a lot of toilet roll between the two of us compared to me and Sophie.
Oh my god! What are you trying to say there, Billy?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, says the boy that sat on this table. Says the boy that sat on this sofa last week and said that skid marks are okay. So,
They are.
well, let's just say I've not had them.
Yeah, because you're using all the toilet roll.
Well, I guess I know what to get Lauren for Christmas then.
Toilet roll.
I would love
Yeah.
that,
Do
actually.
you want it personalised as well?
The 16-pack from Iceland, brilliant.
Forget it. TikTok shop.
Say less.
Pack of 70.
Right.
No, guys, I've only just finished a pack of 70 TikTok
Really?
shop.
When did you buy it?
We bought it.
TikTok?
Yeah,
Oh, when?
Yeah, when?
Come on,
Sorry.
not that dumb.
I think it was April, and it just finished now.
There's nothing more
You were,
bliss.
you were stockpiling toilet roll before 2020.
Yeah.
Did
Before
you
the
stop
lockdown.
buying or you continued?
No, stockpiling.
I
Stockpiling.
didn't stockpile, but I definitely got piles. That's a joke. But
Is it?
something I used to love was taking them just from like establishments, putting
Oh,
them in
yeah.
my. They fit in a Uniqlo bag.
Wait, you took it from
A
establishment?
toilet paper fits in a Uniqlo bag. Published service announcements.
I just got a funny story that comes to mind of like when I was away a couple of years ago. I was away with just girls and they run out of toilet paper one night and two of my friends got into a massive argument. They were just bickering and my friend had stolen all this toilet roll and she was like zipped her bag and was like, well, she's not having any of my fucking toilet roll.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie,
And
Carnival
she-
as well.
Listen.
I always come out with a toilet roll in my little pouch.
Yeah.
It has to be there. I'll be like, do you need some? Yeah.
You do always have a toilet roll on you actually every time we're
Do
out.
you in your bag?
I always have a tissue in my hand and a toilet roll probably somewhere. Everything is just streaming constantly.
Wow.
My aunt apparently used to keep toilet roll hidden in her knickers in case
Wait,
there was none.
what?
Okay.
I don't know how knickers work, but it's like a little
this
secret
is
pouch.
not like an apocalyptic like scenario.
She just like every time she'd go to the toilet, she would say that like I don't know. I remember like her telling my mum at the table. I was really young, and I was like, I don't get it.
I mean, it's better to stay ready.
Like it wasn't.
And
Yeah,
prepared.
it wasn't. It was just like in case there's no toilet
Has that
paper.
not got like coochie hair in it?
I don't know. Ask her. Ask my aunt.
Next week on the podcast, we'll be having Billy's.
Wow. I just love the fact that it
Interesting.
came from. We went from housemates living with boys, living
Yeah.
with girls to.
It always
toilet roll.
comes back to fucking
Always
bumholes.
comes back. So my questions to you is: would you ever move in with a partner after 9 months of knowing them?
Oh yeah, I feel like if it was like easier, cost effective. That's more my like biggest concern is like, is it going to be cheaper? Is it a nicer space?
Not even if you don't know them. 9 months is
9
a short
months.
time. I don't think I
That's
could
the
do that.
best
But
way
then,
to
like,
get to know with
A
someone.
lot of people,
though.
yeah, like, a lot of people just end up with flatmates, don't they? And they don't know any
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be allowed.
Yeah,
I am not allowed to move in with anybody unless I'm engaged to that person.
Engaged, not even married.
Leading to marriage.
leading into it.
Yeah, I feel like culturally, if I could move out by myself and live by myself, that's totally fine. But if I was to be like, yeah, mum, dad, I'm moving with my boyfriend, they'll be like, excuse me, what? And I feel like it's a kind of like a disrespect. It's like the guy has come to get their daughter, but you haven't gone through not the rituals, but the traditions to actually, you know, to show that you value the girl that you're getting, so you value me. So in a way, for instance, my cousin, he's been dating, he proposed, and they bought a house together with his partner, but he was not allowed to move into that house until they got married. Yeah.
Are they both? Are they sharing rent though, or is the boy taking on the whole?
I guess they bought the house. So they bought the house, the mortgage, but he was not allowed to live in that house that he bought until they got married. I think he's in his 30s. Yeah, he's in his 30s, like late 30s.
That's
we're allowed.
shocking. I guess it makes it more sacred, your living situation.
Yeah, I was going to say, because like culturally, the amount of people, if you go on dating apps, gay men will just be like, looking for rent, 1 bed, please. Like, and just using these dating apps to find it's better than Rightmove.
Yeah.
I think what is great about, you know, meeting somebody in 9 months and moving in with them, at least you get to, like you said, you're getting to know the person.
Yeah.
Whereas you still get that intimate moment of like knowing somebody, but until you get married, that's when I'm actually now living in your space.
Yeah,
what if I hate the way
That's terrifying.
see?
Yeah.
I think that's my only red card.
I think that like moving in with someone is a bigger commitment, especially if you're buying a place together.
Yeah.
But even so, rental is like, it's just such a big commitment that like, you know, you're with this person 24/7 now. Like, even if you don't ever get married, like you're committed to each other, aren't you?
It's true. It's very true. And even married life is slightly different, I think.
Is that what's next for you, Lauren?
Fucking probably.
Oh my God. When?
When we first started the podcast, Lauren was like, no, and now Lauren's in a healthy, prosperous.
I still hate men.
What?
Yeah.
But you're with a guy.
Yeah, but I hate men generally.
Your outlook has changed, though, I'd say, in
Yeah.
like a really lovely way.
Yeah, we love it.
In a lovely way. I think I'd say this like drunk, but I'll tell people on the podcast as well. Like living with Lauren was like the best 2 years ever, and we had a great time. And like you just get to know each other on like on such a personal, deep level, and like we'd always have like heart to hearts, and like your outlook has like changed so much in terms of like since Cam's come into your life, and like the way you view relationships is so like refreshing, and you have like a new aura about you.
Do you have any tissue on you right now?
Fucking probably.
Oh yeah, tissue girl.
Oh, that's
It's
awesome.
so true. It's like a softer love. And quite interestingly, this comes into our the submission that was sent in today. But that kind of platonic love versus like romantic love, when you've kind of been without it for quite a long time and you start going on to the romantic side, it does make you even appreciate your platonic relationships even more, because I think you just become a bit more vulnerable and tactile. And now I want to hug and kiss all my friends. Sneaky blinky. Should we get on to our dilemma?
Yeah.
Hey, I was hoping you could help me out with an issue I've been having recently. My friends keep saying I'm two different people around them versus my boyfriend. It's a known thing amongst my friends that I'm completely opposed to touchy-feeliness with them. They love to hug and hold hands, and I hate all that. But now I'm with my boyfriend, I'm the complete opposite with him. Physical touch is probably my main love language in this relationship. My friends are taking this personally, but I don't know how to explain that it feels completely different. Why are my love languages with friends so opposite to my romantic partners? Have you ever had a similar situation?
Do you know what firstly comes to mind is that she's not comfortable around her friends. I feel like the way you express love is the real you. So if you're not really touchy-feely or like, oh my God, hey girl, with your friends, 100%.
I disagree.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, I feel like sometimes, so like I'd say my love language is physical touch as well. But sometimes like having that love language reserved for a romantic love, it kind of like, you don't want to cross that line of like how you express yourself romantically with the people that you love platonically, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, there is boundaries. I get you're not going to do the, over the top, like, I'm going to hold your hand constantly, stroke your ear. No.
But like if her group of friends do love that, and
Yeah.
for her she finds it uncomfortable, I think that like for any people who have like boundaries is understanding how, your friend might not appreciate the same things that you do, and like the compromise is that you just both have to understand that what the other person wants isn't always going to be what you want,
100%.
as opposed to like, enforcing it.
There's also 4 other love languages. Like if my friend is giving me everything from words of affirmation to quality time, I can't discount those just for the fact that she doesn't like to put her fucking hand on my leg when we talk.
Oh my god, that's a bit.
But it's true. Like I'm perfect. A seance. No, but it's true. I feel like I wasn't the most tactile person, and like I could even gauge off some of my other friends that aren't the most tactile people, and then I kind of learned that like, okay, that's not something to focus on. We don't hug, but that doesn't mean we don't have a good friendship. Saying the most like comforting thing though, and like the kind of love that you need, but I'm not necessarily like cuddling onto your shoulder.
Exactly.
But isn't it weird, like the thing that kind of switches between like not wanting to do that, then completely the other end of the spectrum with a boyfriend?
I feel like I think physical touch is my main love language, but I also like I can appreciate doing things for other people, like so like platonically I'll always kind of like try and help my friends out in any way that I can, and that is like another like love language that I think I use quite a lot. Like I may not be able to like say the right things, but I'll always try and do everything that I can for someone.
That's true.
I also feel like it's more heightened when you're in a relationship, because obviously I do feel like without thinking about it, I do feel like in our friendship groups, you do touch on each of the different love languages in different ways, but you just don't realize it until you get into the relationship. You're like, oh, but hey, maybe this one is my
that's true.
My go-to.
It's
I think that's
like
what
a
it is
safe
as well.
Person that kind of allows you to experiment a bit with it. Like if you've gone quite a lot of your life maybe not hugging like your family very much, or like not hugging the people you grew up with as you're around them, so come into adult friendships where these things that love languages you're finally aware of, because I definitely wasn't aware of it when I was 12. You get into these relationships and you're like, fuck, I'm not the warmest person to go and greet my friends with a hug. Like it's quite a daunting thing. So suddenly when you're in a relationship, there's a safe space to kind of experiment and do things like that. Then you might get a little bit more tactile with your friends
as well, isn't it? Like you say, like you're learning actually, I do like this, but because you've not experienced it in a platonic way, you've now reserved it for that kind of romantic.
That was beautifully put.
Thank you.
Fucking Plato over here.
I can't remember what I said now.
Well, you've put an interesting bit of research in as well. Apparently your love language is what you lacked as a child. I'm not sure I'd agree with that, but for me personally, that maybe does make a bit of sense.
Does it? Interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, what are the love languages? Let's just go
Acts
for
of
it.
service, words of affirmation, physical touch, quality time, and
gifts. There's like giving someone
gifting.
something.
Gifting.
Gifts,
giving gifts.
You're an only child, right?
Yes.
Billy?
I've got a sister.
You got a sister. Are you the youngest or the oldest?
Oldest.
I feel like as the oldest, I'm just throwing a spanner in the works, we don't like any of those affirmations, because I feel like because we're the first kids, our parents do the most to make sure that the kid has everything.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I do feel like I don't have a particular the only thing I don't like, actually, the love language that I don't care about is the receiving gifts.
Same.
Yeah.
I do not care about that at all.
I actually hate
Yeah.
actually
Same.
not pick me energy, but I hate being given a gift, because what happens if I don't like it? Like
the older I get, the more awkward I feel
That's what
about
I mean.
receiving.
No, I hate
It's
I
actually
hate
true.
What do you say? Oh,
Never get me a
thank you.
gift.
Is that ungrateful?
Yeah.
No, it's
No.
I like I can be so horrible sometimes, and like but if I don't know.
It's not a necessity for me. I don't think I need to. As long as I'm the type of person, it's not that deep. Like, don't give me
I don't
anything.
need a gift.
But back to my point, I was about to say that I feel like as the eldest or as the only child, I feel like our parents or those around us do pour all of those different love languages into us, to the point where it's like, now which one do you know? Which
I
one
definitely
do
contest
you-
that. I feel like you say that your mum was really like, physical.
I feel like
I'll take it. Your mum hugs you.
Oh my god!
like, but I also think that like I can appreciate all the love languages, like
Yeah.
you said. I think maybe physical touch is slightly more above the rest, but then also like I can appreciate all of them, and I can't sit here and say that for me that like my mum wasn't any of those things. Do you know what I mean? Like there isn't anything that I can think of that.
I think though what we should do, and I do see this quite a lot online because I see that classic thing. I think Sophia and Cinzia had a podcast clip where they both say that they don't hug each other. They're obviously amazing friends. They're so close to each other, but they don't like touching each other. And I feel like what we should stop doing is shaming people. You don't know all the reasons as for why someone doesn't like physical
100%,
touch,
yeah.
or why someone's not the best at words of affirmation. Like, I really, not to make it a deep thing, but like your friends should not be shaming you for
I
acting one
agree.
way around them
Yeah.
and then acting another
Exactly.
around your boyfriend.
And plus, every day you're growing, so you're learning something new about you, learning something new about your surroundings, and learning something new how you internalize things as well. So I feel like we can't be so like hard on each other.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if they spend more time with the boyfriend, they really want to, they want the relationship to flourish.
Yeah.
So I feel like let's give each other grace.
Yeah.
GRACE, and just allow people to kind of like go through life how they need to go through life. I mean, if they're doing something wrong, it's okay to bring it up because it's honesty. Maybe you missed the person, but I do feel like we just need to be tranquilles.
Yeah, for me, I agree. It's like all about like boundaries, being aware of what your boundaries are, but also aware of what their boundaries are, and respecting both of them equally, and not we're not actually having any expectations for our friends, and then like expecting them to deliver
Very
on
true.
certain things because
one day they could always come around and change it up.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely have found myself trying to be a little bit more warm, but it's annoying. I tell you what we should stop doing in 2024, having those conversations where people are like, even in your friend group, where you're like, you actually never hug me, you're not really like very warm, and you're never like this, and like I know it's saying in like a very approachable way and like funny and light-hearted, but is there
Sorry, I just tripped.
is there anything worse than being like called out for like someone making you seem like some
100% hate
cold-hearted,
that.
like
Bin that off.
Yeah.
just because I don't want to greet you every time with a fucking snog.
Yeah.
Definitely guilty of that, or me and my sister anyway, because obviously we have a very interesting relationship where my sister hates hugs, but I'm just that person, let me be around you, and she'll be like,
Yeah.
don't touch me. I'm thinking, I'm your sister though, I should be able to give you a hug, like it's your
Yeah.
birthday, like I miss you. She'll be like, no,
Yeah.
Christie, stop that. But it's true, like
Christie.
Christie, stop that. Like, literally she'll be like,
There's definitely a way of saying like, I'd love if you could be a bit more affectionate towards me. Like, fair enough if you
But
don't want to do
maybe-
that, but also, what if we don't want to?
But maybe they
that's
are in
it.
their own
That's
way.
it. Like I had
Yeah.
a situation where I was on holiday with my sister and like
siblings.
yeah, we was just like she said like we're not going to get on all the time at like and if you're in a bad mood, I think she said that we had to do this thing where like I need some headspace, blah blah blah, and I was just like she called it something weird, and I was just like, right, well, I don't want to do that, and she was like, but that's what I need, right? And that's what I need to be aware of that. And I was like, but what you need might not work for how I react in these situations. So like, why does it have to be dictated to what your need is over my need?
It's true.
And like,
So when your friend's going like, I just wish you would like hug me more.
like why should that need
Come
outweigh
above-
your other need
It's
or your
true.
friend's need?
It's very true. Yeah,
Wow.
physical touch is a weird one, and definitely as you get older, becomes more like prominent. I think.
Yeah, I think I also become aware, like, the closer you get to friends and, like, the longer you're friends with people, like, I know I'll never hug Jordan. Or if I do, it's to annoy him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you know what makes it even worse about physical touch as well? You see all the romantic films, they only show that part of relationships. Or that's always heightened in those type of like
It's the
settings.
easiest thing to show on camera,
Which is
isn't it?
true, but at the same time, if for instance public display of affection, I hate that
Yeah.
ish. But everywhere you watch a romantic film, you watch a series, you watch EastEnders, there's always PDAs everywhere. Then once you're like, oh, it's not me, it's like, oh, right, you don't.
I wonder, do you think that has something to do, like, with the, like, psychology of, like, why some people hate touch, like, what's the word?
Physical touch. Why?
Because, like, on film, if you see someone, like, do that, it means so much. Like, physical touch is emphasised so much more.
Oh,
And
it's true.
yeah, exactly. Like, you accidentally, like,
Sorry.
It's a,
You know what I mean?
very performative version.
performative, and, like, you might, like, subconsciously start to take that in as something meaning more than what it actually does.
It's true. There's a lot of like, I should do this and I should
Yeah.
do that. But if anything I've learned from therapy, you shouldn't have to do anything. You can do what you want.
Exactly.
Today on the podcast, we've got a new little segment, little beat, where we're going to be giving you our media recce of the week. Recce meaning recommendation.
Yes.
So off you go, Christie. You start.
Okay, mine would be everybody go to the theatres and watch Shifters.
Ooh, what is that?
It's absolutely amazing. So it's a play about two friends that kind of like grew up together, and they like each other, but it was just a bit too late. And it goes through like the emotions of like them not noticing or them actually trying it out, but not saying how they really feel. I don't want to give it away, but it's absolutely amazing. Like the sound, cinematography, and the lighting. I think because I studied film, is it
a film or is it a theatre?
It's a play.
A play?
It's a play, yeah. 1 hour long. So
Nice.
get yourself
I
down
love going to a
to
theatre.
Duke of York and go watch that because
Wow.
it finishes October the 12th.
Nice.
Yeah.
Get there.
Okay, if you want something a little bit more light-hearted, my suggestion is Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
That was one of mine as
Was it?
well.
The one that you guys just
The
showed
one that
me.
we showed.
Okay.
It's
It is
so
incredible.
Really?
TV.
It's like it's like if you've ever watched The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, but for a younger audience, and they're not as rich, and they're a bit crazier.
And they don't even drink.
Oh.
I feel like some of them do, some of them don't.
I just find it mad how they sit and have a full confrontation argument when they're out after just having like 3 Diet Cokes.
Yeah. And
Oh,
they
it's
go
like
into
that.
I
it.
need shots to be able to have those
No,
some of those
honest-
arguments they do.
There's this one scene where they're like they're grilling this one girl and she's crying in a wardrobe, and they've all come over to continue just like, yeah, and another thing. And they just keep going. And this is at like after breakfast. Like nothing.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
Where do I watch this?
This is on Disney
Disney
Plus.
Plus.
And then they'll get up,
Okay.
stick their phones on the wall, and then they'll do TikToks.
Yeah, dancing TikToks.
Wait, question. Mormons are not the Amishes.
No.
Sorry.
Mormons, I can't tell you the church that they practice under, but they're in Utah, based in Utah, Salt Lake
Okay.
City, and they're all TikTokers. They basically became
Okay.
famous because one of them had this swinging scandal, and it was just a bit chaotic, and now they're all kind of like in this reality TV show. And it's-
It's the kind of escapism I love to watch and
Okay.
indulge
You
in
just binge
after
it.
work.
Nice.
Amazing, and I want to finish off with a song recommendation.
Oh.
So probably all
laughing
seen. No, Sabrina Carpenter did a collaboration with Christina Aguilera.
Okay.
It's been 25 years since Christina Aguilera brought out some of her classic tunes since she started. Something like Sabrina Carpenter was born in 1999 when Genie in the Bottle came out, and they sat and did a collaboration. But they did a cover of What a Girl Wants, and just listen to it. It sounds like a warm, nostalgic hug, like noughties vibes. Like I just keep listening to it, and I just feel so happy inside.
I'm going to listen to that on the
Love
way
that.
home.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to that as well.
Gorgeousness.
Amazing.
Well, thank you guys. Also, if you have any dilemmas or submissions or anything you want to send in for us to react to, send it to us at tea@4@junglecreations.com, or you can DM us on all our platforms or leave a Spotify comment because that's new.
Woo!
Thank you.
Goodbye.